I will say that this week has marked the 1 year anniversary of the passing of my father, James Sinclair. A bit of an emotional week for me. James Sinclair, a husband, a father, a grandfather, a brother, an uncle, all those things. It's hard to believe it's been a whole year. Time flies really fast when you're doing these sorts of things. Sounds good from Facebook. Thank you for that, Ashley. I'm having problems getting my comments working here. Anyways, let's hope that works out. Yeah, time flies when you're doing these sorts of things. And for those of us that were lucky enough to have a father in our lives, I know that's not true of everybody, but for those of us that were that lucky, we've been heavily influenced by that parent, and I'm no exception. And that's for both good and bad. We obviously pick up the life lessons, the examples that resonate with us as we're going through life. For me, for example, from my father, I'm certain I've picked up my sense of responsibility and fighting for my family and work ethic, all of those things that are related. And those are values that have really served me well throughout my life and in my career. On the negative side, he used to have a sign in the office that said, "Don't sweat the small stuff." I took that to heart as a young business school graduate and starting in my career. Don't sweat the small stuff. Well, we laughed about that later in life because when he only had a month or so to live and I was spending much time with him, I would say, Dad, that's the worst piece of business advice I've ever heard in my life. Like that's just horrible. You definitely need to sweat the small stuff. And he said, "Hey man, that was a joke. You shouldn't have, what are you talking about?" Anyways, sweat the small stuff. Miss you, Dad. Well,